Hi guys, James here. Welcome to The World of Goes Monarchs, and here we have part 4 of Airfix's 1/48 scale Supermarine Spitfire Mark 18. Now, as you can see, she's silver with her little bits last up, tail band and wingtips in black. So basically, I've got to let the silver dry. It's lacquers because it dries from the inside out. Or dries from the outside in. I can't remember which way around it is. But yeah, you got to let it off gas for a few hours before I attempt any decaling. I will clear coat it. There's not a lot of decals to go on it, to be honest. But yeah, and you'll see her later on. So yeah, you can see it looks very shiny. I did go a little bit thin in places, so it looks as though it's been painted in a hurry. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And we're back. Just a quick one before I disappear up to the other workbench with this Mark 18. Put a coat of Outlaw Gloss clear varnish down. So you can see she's quite shiny, quite smooth. Yeah. So I'll get the decals on there. It's going to be quite hard work because there's only a few, thankfully. There's actually more on the bloody prop than there is in it on the fuselage, on the aircraft itself. So I'll see you in a bit. Back with part 4. As you can see, we have the decals on, including the 10 that went on the prop. Not that I'm complaining. Again, they went on lovely. So yeah, painted up the engine exhaust this morning in gunmetal. So we'll get a clear coat a bit later today once the decals have had at least 12 hours to dry, and then give it a quick spray over with Outlaw satin varnish. Obviously I've got to mask up a bit of the cockpit because I've had to take the masking out there, and I've obviously got these little bits to paint, the wheels and whatnot. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, these are the wheel hubs. They're D16s. So obviously cut the sprue off like so. It's a little bit of sprue, and I'll hold it in the alligator clips and or cross-rail clips, whatever you want to call it, and spray it silver. But what I want to do first is match this up and see what the size is for on a high Q mast, because the other side of the wheels has got to be painted silver. I'll drop that. That was a ballistic flory wash. Yep, it's flory black. It fell out of the cupboard, never mind. Wonderful packing I've got there. So fortunately, nothing was harmed when the flory black fell out of it. So we're going to have a look at the masts and try and find the right size. Unfortunately, I think we've used them all. So do. That size looks approximately the right size, so that's 6.8 mil. So we'll get those primed, and I'll consequently forget what size it is, and I'll see you in a bit. And we're back with the Spitfire. Yeah, she's all satin coated. Pulled the decals down. Now obviously the wheels have got to be masked. So that size is, I think, the 6.8 mil mask. Which is the one with the black parts on there. Sorry if I'm off screen for this. To do this. Doesn't have to be exactly accurate. It's only on the tail side of things. Lift the what's up. Get the mask off. And eyeball it on there like that. So I'll go off and mask that up. And yeah, then we should have a bit of fun. So I'll see you in a bit. Right. Revel contact, yeah. Splodge of glue in there, and let's put the hubs in like that. There we go. A little bit splooged out. We'll leave those on there because we need to know the side for those. Obviously we can take the masks off the back. He says, and recycle them. I'll come back where they come from. There we go. That's that size. Then we've got to go and get the EBMA jig, and put the Spitfire on the spit on a belly to do the next part of the job. Because all Spitfires like a belly rub. Right. Plonk those back up there. Put my glasses that way around. So, won't be a second. Now, this jig's from EBMA. Can't remember how much I paid for it, but it's worth its weight in gold because it's been so handy for when I built aircraft over the years, which I have built a few. Honest, Gov. And the first job, which may well require me being off screen for this, is to put the pitot tube in. Put a little bit of glue in. And of course I can't feel it. I do apologise for being off screen. For that one. There we go. So yeah, put the pitot tube on, and then we've got to look at the wheels. So we've got to figure out which side's which. So in the meantime, let's get this bit of masking off on here. You will come off, you little git. There we go. So one thing with the high Q mask, they've got lots of grabbing. There we go. That's the light off, uncovered underneath. And I do apologise. I'm gonna have to pause it there because I need to have a look at the instructions. And we can't get the with this plane being out, and so this plane is taking rather a lot of room on this jig. So I'll see you in a bit. Now, before I disappear off here, I just want to point out those wheels are a real faff to fit because they're elongated and oval. They can go either one way or the other to get the flats in the right place. So I put them, hopefully I've got the flats in the right place. Because I haven't got the tail wheel, I haven't painted up the tail wheel yet, which I'm going to do in a minute. So I will do that literally now with my handy dandy AK marker. Then hopefully we'll have a sort of like finished where up until I've got the so this is going to be very, very, you're not going to see a lot of this. But you get the idea. The AK markers dry quite quickly. I'll take this off screen and finish painting this wheel up. Obviously there's the background sound is someone with a lawnmower. In case you're wondering what the noise is. Judo was given the all clear by the vets this morning, so Right, don't have to be pretty, but it's done. There we go. Quick and dirty tail wheel done. And then of course we've got to look at the instructions to see which way around the wheel that the wheel goes in, which will be page 10, I think. Yeah, it goes in that way. So I've got to let this dry for a bit. Let this wheel dry, and then I have to clean it up with a cocktail stick, etc. I'll see you in a bit. And there we go. She's sitting on a undercarriage. Canopy's the windscreen's demasked. All my masking worked out on that. Tail wheels on, and it's sitting on its wheels. Hopefully they're fairly level. So that's going to be it for this part. Hopefully in part 5, won't it? We'll have the bubble canopy done, and we'll get the weathering done. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye for now.